With crores of residents excluded from formal financial services, India needs a financial services revolution. But there are immense challenges. For low-income customers, it is not profitable for a bank to spend hundreds of rupees in opening an account. A major component of this cost is the cost of identification. Currently, identity and address proofs are established through a paper-based process. The documents accepted include passport, PAN cards, ration card, etc. Financial service providers, for example a bank, need to take a photocopy of the document and store it for record. Even if such documents are available, the process is expensive and can cause delays and duplication. According to estimates from bankers, this process costs around 100 rupees per customer.
Now in 2014, all the financial sector regulators have made e-KYC a valid KYC document. Essentially what it does is that if you need a KYC for RBI, you need it for IRDA, the insurance regulator, or the pension regulator, PFRDA. For all these regulators, you don't now need to submit separate paper-based document, just e-KYC is enough.
This is Gauri, a low-income worker. Gauri is here to complete her e-KYC process to get herself a micro-pension. While the old paper-based KYC process would have required her to submit several documents, the e-KYC process requires only her Aadhaar card and her fingerprints. In this demonstration, we see her submitting her Aadhaar card to the financial service provider. The financial service provider takes her fingerprints and her digitized form fills by itself in a matter of few seconds. This can bring down the cost of identification by 80%, which is beneficial for the financial service provider as well as the beneficiary.
You see, what's revolutionary about the e-KYC service is that it minimizes human intervention. This means nobody can tamper with my digital application form for a service if it's linked to my Aadhaar number.
Aadhaar-based e-KYC could drastically improve delivery of financial services, but it is also creating opportunities for innovation in many other spheres.
There are some banks which have introduced, kiosks where you can open an account without an interface with anyone. That's one kind of an innovation taking place. Insurance agencies are moving into a similar space. On the other end, we've got organizations who, for instance, are distributing LED lights to households which use kerosene lamps. And what e-KYC does is that they don't have to take a security deposit, because e-KYC authenticates them and it makes sure that a person can fraud them once but not twice, because it will always get identified. There are others who are looking at using this for examination systems to ensure that nobody writes a public exam, for instance, by proxy.
More than 160 public and private sector organizations have already registered themselves to use Aadhaar-based e-KYC for providing services as diverse as banking, insurance and healthcare. Organizations that want to use e-KYC will have to put in place infrastructure in their branches. Though most people acknowledge the potential value of e-KYC, these are still early days of adoption. It will take effort by UIDAI and user agencies to ensure that e-KYC infrastructure is established and is working efficiently all across the country.